Hello friends, welcome back. Now let's talk about custom endpoints. A custom endpoint adds custom endpoints at the end of your custom URL using the endpoint mask. Let me give you an overview. I have added a custom endpoint, which is the custom endpoint I want to include. This endpoint will be added to all the rewrite rules. I've also passed it true as third parameter because we want to register a query var for our endpoint, and passing true does that. I also want to add this because I want to use that query variable to check if the custom endpoint has been set. If it has, I want to perform a specific action and handle the request differently. Let me show you how this works. After saving the changes, I'll check the rewrite rules. When I go to the home page, it will show the list of rewrite rules. If I search for the custom endpoint, you can see that it's added to the category URL structure, where C means category. We previously shortened the category to C in one of the earlier videos. So this custom endpoint has been added along with the query. Whenever the category C includes the custom endpoint, it becomes a valid URL. When that URL is accessed, the custom endpoint is set. For example, let me undo this change and modify the URL to /c with the category classic, and I will pass custom endpoint. This category classic is still an archive, but with the custom endpoint added, it won't return a 404 error. If you inspect the request using Query Monitor plugin, you'll see that the custom endpoint is present. Since no value was passed after the custom endpoint, it remains empty. If I pass a value, for example, test, the custom endpoint will show the value test. You can retrieve this query variable using either WP query or a WP class object, just like we did for site verification. You can then check if the custom endpoint is set and handle the response accordingly. For example, instead of using the custom endpoint, I can use JSON slash. If the endpoint is present and it's a category archive page, I will return a list of posts in JSON format. This way, you can handle the response separately based on the request. You can add a custom endpoint in many ways. There are numerous use cases where custom endpoints can be applied. Now let's talk about the rewrite tag and how and where this rewrite tag is used. The rewrite tag adds a query and rewrite tag to the URL. When you call this function, you can see the rewrite tags. By default, as seen in a previous video about the WP rewrite class, these are the rewrite codes and tags. We can replace these tags with corresponding dynamic values. These rewrite tags are regex expressions for different tags, and these query variables are replaced in the rewrite rules, passing query variables into index.php. We can also add custom rewrite tags. For example, I have added this custom tag and I want to use it in the movie post type. Let me copy this example. Let's say you want to replace a tag, or based on the URL structure, you want to do something. I will add the custom tag after the post ID in the URL structure. After refreshing the permalink structure, I can check the file and see the custom tag. Now, if we check for the custom tag, you'll see that the custom tag has been added. For example, this is the rewrite expression for the post ID, and after that, the custom tag rewrite expression is added to the query variables. The custom tag is included in the query string. So, if there are any values after the post ID, they will be passed to the custom tag. For instance, let me go to the file and add a test value to the custom tag. Refreshing this will allow you to see the custom tag with the value test value in the URL. When you refresh the page, you will see the custom tag is set to test value. However, if the query variable is missing, the tag will not be replaced. In this case, we have to remove the third parameter from add rewrite tag, and the function will automatically add the query var. When we refresh the permalink structure, we can see that the query variable is set to custom tag equals to test value. If I remove the custom tag from the URL, it will still work, but the custom tag won't appear. If I pass a new value for the custom tag, it will be accepted and the URL will continue working based on the new value. This demonstrates how you can add a custom rewrite tag as well. Similarly, custom endpoints and rewrite tags can be used for a variety of purposes to extend the functionality of your WordPress site. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Chai WordPress.